Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister, and what I think is officially my Cataclysm difficulty playthrough that is not technically Ironman, even though the settings thought otherwise. So we have enough XP to get up to the next level. Kite is currently unconscious, so we need to wait at least 1 hour for him to get at least 1 hit point back, because we would like everyone to be conscious for what is to come. And sure, we will spend hit die while we're here. We're going to level up shortly, but there's every chance that on our way out... Oh no, we're going to be fine. There's a fireplace just outdoors, isn't there? Just outside the doors of this room. In any case, Kite is up and well. And before we go back and do anything else, let's trigger this piece of plot with the crown. The crown of the Magister.
Would you look at this?
A crown of some kind?
They seemed to keep their distance from it.
Maybe it's cursed.
Hey, look what I found.
Let me take a look. Looks like ancient Timarian. If you find it, send for... Well, this appears to be a name.
Is this the language of those bloody lizards?
They were protecting it. It must be of great value to them.
Right, so we want to take the crown. The only thing that I really think matters most about the crown is that it offers the spell Revivify. So we don't want it to be on Kite or Pastel, because they each can already cast Revivify, or at least I think Kite can once he gets a few more levels in him. So it's between Faith and Gothic, and I don't see why we wouldn't just repeat the past and give it to Gothic.
Take it then.
Fair enough. Yes, I understand.
Who are you talking to?
Wait, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Why did you put it on?
We have no idea what it does, whether it's evil or anything.
Wait, What? I kind of just had to. We're supposed to share the loot, by the way.
Perhaps we should rest before we head back.
I say we go, before the owner of that unpronounceable name shows his ugly face. The mission is done after all.
Is it? Did someone cut off a Sarek's head?
All right then. I'll do it.
The sooner we go, the sooner we can get back to Caer Kiflin.
After you, friends.
Right, we have the crown. There's no loot on the ground around here, so let's collect the whole party. Head back upstairs. The staircase we didn't even use previously. We looted that chest already, so we'll come on out back to the hallway. And up here is the fireplace that's going to get us to 4th level. That's going to be an ability score improvement for all, I believe. Perform a long rest. Absolutely. Even though we've probably been only fighting for a few moments. Gothic finished crafting a scroll of fog cloud. Right. Let's start with the actual long rest to begin with. That would probably help. Right, let's level up Faith. We gain 8 hit points. We get 1 first level spell slot. And we can go ability score or bonus feat. Let's just see how our stats add up for ability scores here. So, rogues, I believe intelligence is their stat for... what's the word I want? Spellcasting. It's effectively like being a tiny wizard. But we already have 20 on our dex, and that can't increase. So if we put 1 point into intelligence, the other point would be kind of effectively wasted. So maybe we'll see if we can find a half feat for intelligence on ASI, on bonus feats. So here's all our feats. Ambidextrous. +1 to dex, we have 20 dex already. You are an expert use of armor in battle, you gain an additional 1 AC when you wear any armor. +1 to con, +1 to strength, +1 to wisdom, +1 to dex, +1 to intelligence. Proficiency in intelligence saves if not already proficient, otherwise +1. So we already have proficiency in intelligence saves, so that's not ideal. There's charisma. Dex is maxed. Dex is maxed. Increase your constitution by 1. Flawless concentration. Follow-up strike. Harder to kill. Lockbreaker. Master alchemist. Master enchanter. You have mastered the art of enchanting items. You spend half the normal time to enchant an item, and your proficiency is doubled while performing the roll to determine. That is kind of good, since we have Malacan and Rosary +5 and Arcana +7. But that's not the stat we wanted to boost right now. Powerful cantrip, raise shield, robust, rush to battle, sturdiness of the tundra, take aim. You can use your bonus action to take aim. Until the end of your turn, your ranged weapon attacks have no advantage or disadvantage, no matter the conditions. Twin blade, while you are about to get hit by a melee attack while dual wielding, not sword and shield, you can use your reaction to get +3 armor class until the end of the attacker's turn, and uncanny accuracy, another for +1 dex. So the feats on half feats for intelligence is only the Creed of Pakri for +1 intelligence, proficiency in intelligence saves if not already proficient, +1 otherwise. So I think that's +1 to intelligence to 18, and then +1 to our intelligence saves, which also really seems like an unideal use of this level. So I'm not sure what I'm going to take now. When you are hit, we could get, if we dual wield daggers or short swords, we could have +3 AC with our reaction. But we also have shield to use as our reaction when we need to. Ignoring half and 3/4 cover with our ranged attacks is kind of good, except of course the 1+ to dex would be wasted. Or Master Enchanter for any enchanting we want to do, but none of it is stuff that enthuses me. So let's do somebody else. I'll ponder that after we've done everyone else here. Kite, we're going to take the ability score, and this is much easier. Our charisma is already at 20, so now I'm pondering. Obviously the easy choice is to put strength up, but we will probably give Kite something like Belt of Hill Giant Strength down the line. So with that in mind, would I rather increase his con or something else? I'm just going to be really, really rubbish at making decisions today, aren't I? But Pastel's the easy one. Let's do Pastel. Look at this. Level up, ASI. We simply do +1 in Wisdom to get that to 20, and +1 in Constitution to put that at 16. That's the easiest level up we'll ever do. Gothic, what are your things looking like? Right, well, this 19 in Intelligence needs to go up. And then we probably just put a point into Wisdom, because we've already checked through all the intelligence stuff, and intelligence saves are the only other thing that he could take. And then we get to learn a class cantrip, which is very exciting. Don't even know what we would want to take at this point. Lower a target's AC and prevent its reactions. Ray of Frost, Shadow Dagger. Shine, an enemy you see becomes luminous for a while. against a wisdom saving throw. Now, it would be great if we could illuminate our enemies, but I don't ever see us using our action to do it, because that's more likely to fail than if we were to cast something like the light cantrip on ourselves instead. Shadow Armor, grant 3 temporary hit points for 1 minute. We could just do that before every fight. Chill Touch, prevent damage to one enemy and prevent healing for a limited time. Inflicts 1d8 necrotic damage, inflicts chilled. Does this have a further action on undead? If undead, disadvantage on attacking the caster. Let's take that then. Then we get to add 2 class spells to our spell book. What do we want? We don't really need magic weapon, since the 2 main weapon fighters have magic weapons already now. There is a case for knock, just to be able to get to anything that we can't currently get. We don't have any ranged area of effect damage. We only have Thunderwave and Burning Hands, so there is an argument for Shatter there. Blur is very good. Disadvantage on all attacks against us, but that would be our concentration. No, yes it would. It would be our concentration. I was looking in the wrong spot. See invisibility, magic weapon, flaming sphere, summons a movable flaming sphere. Never really used that previously. I think I'm going to take Blur. I'd like Gothic to be harder to hit than he already is. And then let's take... oh, I don't know. Hideous Laughter. Wisdom saves. Our foes are going to be so good at wisdom saves almost all the time. That's part of the problem. Let's take Flaming Sphere. We've not used it before. Let's see how that can possibly go. And then do we want to change any of our prepared spells? We get 9 spells prepared, so we don't actually need to change any of that. That's great. So that's 2 of our level ups done. So I guess... are we even casting spells is the other question. Like, we don't cast spells that often to really warrant worrying about having our intelligence be higher. So maybe worrying about getting that number to be bigger isn't actually as important as other things could be. So let's take a feat. And then the feat we're going to take... I wanted to read it. When you're about to get hit by a melee weapon while dual wielding, you can use your reaction to get +3. Can we cast Shield without needing a hand free? I think we can. So let's pretend we take that for a moment. Where's Shield? Shield here. Increase your AC, reaction, verbal, and somatic. So we would need a hand free for somatic spells. Which means that by taking this feat, we would just be undoing our ability to cast Shield, which is a terrible trade. When you use the attack with a two-handed weapon, we're never going to cast a two-handed weapon. Hard to kill. You have advantage on death saving throws. If you succeed 3 times, you are not only stabilized, but you regain 1 hit point immediately. On a critical roll, you regain 2 hit dice instead. That could be good. It'll do +1 con, which will take us to 17. And then later on, if we want to split between con and intelligence, we could. And being harder to kill is always going to be a benefit here. Alright, we've been on this screen way too long. You can fight using 2 weapons, even if the one-handed weapons... You can fight with 2 weapons, even if the one-handed melee weapons aren't light. So that would let us carry 2 rapiers, because rapiers are the only weapon that is better than a short sword that is a d8 and finesse. So we could just carry 2 rapiers. But no, let's go with hard to kill. It's not the most exciting thing, but it is what it is. Do we want to unlearn any of these spells? Not terribly. And we want to gain one of these spells. Sure. Makes little difference to us right now. Kite. I'm going to go ability score, and I'm going to increase Constitution from 16 to 18. So that will put up our max HP from 40 to 44. Then we'll worry about increasing our strength with a magic item later. Alright, I spent way too long doing that. Like, way too long doing that. Jeez. I apologise for the dullness of this episode. But otherwise, right now, we just need to escape this place, right? And I think to do that, we can probably... There are some chests here that we were unable to get the contents out of. But unfortunately for us, now is not the time for us to try and get those. So we might actually just be able to fast travel up and out of here to camp. Hopefully there isn't a fight at the top of here. I don't think there is. But it certainly isn't populated by other friendlies yet. So we'll head up to the top of the excavation site. And now all we have left to do is return back to the folks. We can also turn in the Goblin Culture, and we're now 4th level, so we can do the Sorak Relic while we're at it. We could even do the Sorak Relic on our way back via Cataclysm. So if we hop onto the road and leave this area, KML is on our way to Cataclysm, and there is that extra quest over in KML. So let's travel here on our way back. We only have 14 units of food, which is slightly daunting. So that's 3 days worth of food with a party of 4. So let's make this stretch fast. Our heroes take a well-deserved rest, but the mood is somber. What does that mean? What's going on, eh?
Are you feeling poorly? You seem a bit pasty-faced.
I don't feel too good.
I knew that old crown was cursed.
You don't know that.
Just get rid of it.
No, we need it.
Need it? For what?
For its power. I can feel it. Deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
Maybe the curse has affected us all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous.
Fine, let's rest for a while. Set up camp.
Right, we're going to get a good night's sleep, hopefully. We get to KML. We find some crafting Angry Violet. We consume 4 food. I think we found 2 food right at the end there. That puts us at the bottom of KML. I think it should be a safe stroll up to the top. And there might even be somewhere we can buy some extra food before we hop inside to chase down our other objective. So what we want to do is get all the way in here to see the general store. Let's just quick travel in. And then we don't have to go in the blue rectangle of doom. We can hop on down here. See Mogo the Poor. I have no idea how flush for cash we actually are or not at this point. We're not super poor, that's for sure. Right. Adventuring supplies. 10 gold for 5 food. Give me 2 extra days worth. We do have a bunch of random tat we can sell, but I think I'll just wait until we're in the city to do that. Anything else you have that I desperately need? I don't think so. I think one of us can make arrows, but I'll worry about that down the line. So inside of here, we need to get back into the tunnels here because we want to go and find a Sorak, where are we? Sorak relic somewhere inside. Recommended level 4, which we now are. We are freshly rested. If the camera would please pan up. So, join me next time. We will get inside this dungeon again at KLM, looking for any sign of Sorax that we can then get our relic and then get out back to Caer Ceflin and carry on with the main plot. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.